Sebastian Vettel slammed by former Ferrari chief, Charles Leclerc. A big problem. Sebastian Vettel has had a difficult start to the 2019 season, finishing 4th and 5th in Australia and Bahrain respectively. The German won 4 world titles in a row between 2010 and 2013, but has now gone 5 consecutive seasons without topping the overall table. Charles Leclerc is a man at the other end of his career, and came close to winning his first Grand Prix last time out. 4-year old, frankly, I was expecting Charles Leclerc to be a big problem for Vettel from the start. Mattia Binotto is a very good engineer who knows how to make fast cars, but probably he wasn't expecting Leclerc to be immediately competitive. This will create an issue for him. If I had to decide, I wouldn't appoint a first and a second driver, but I'd leave them free to race. Just like I did with Prost and Mansell, who were very competitive but never had a problem with one another. Fiorio played a key role at Ferrari between 1989 and 1991, and he thinks that Vettel is not the man to win them a world title. He claims that Vettel cannot be relied upon. He explained, he makes way too many mistakes when he's under pressure. Ferrari will have to take a little bit of pressure off him, but being in a very close battle with Mercedes, it's not easy. For sure, in the long term, Leclerc is the man to rely on. Former Ferrari man Fernando Alonso has also thrown shade at Vettel, by claiming that driving the same car, no one has ever been faster than him. Maybe one day I jump in a Formula 1 car and there is one guy with the same car that is quicker than me. Or I jump in another car and one guy is quicker than me with the same car. As far as I know, it never happened so far. So I will still keep driving. Next news: Fernando Alonso appears to aim dig at Lewis Hamilton and Sebastian Vettel over F1 talent. Fernando Alonso won 2 Formula 1 World Championship titles during his 17 seasons on the circuit, but he is still unsure if he will make a return. The Spaniard left F1 at the culmination of the 2018 season, and fans have been keen for the driver to make a comeback. The 37-year-old has taken part in the FIA World Endurance Championship and the Indianapolis 500. But his exit from F1 is not due to a lack of confidence. As long as I have the power to do it, and I feel competitive, Alonso said of his driving career. Maybe one day I jump in a Formula 1 car and there is one guy with the same car that is quicker than me. Or I jump in another car and one guy is quicker than me with the same car. As far as I know, it never happened so far. So I will still keep driving. Alonso is preparing to tackle the Indianapolis 500 for a second time next month, but spent some time this week testing McLaren's 2019 F1 car. When asked if he was looking to have fun whilst driving, he said, "It's something that probably has no precedent in the sport and I am looking for that, for challenges. It's not to have fun." Sometimes I read that when I'm testing something that we're happy that you're having fun, but please come back to F1. I'm not having fun. When I try one of those cars I have no idea. They need to tell me how they do it. Full throttle and brake at the same time, in rally style, and things you need to learn from zero. Definitely there is a lot of effort I put behind every challenge that I take, a lot of study behind it. James Allen, a former commentator for BBC and ITV, gave his take on Alonso's possible return last month. If he had a car that he could compete with, then I could see it, Allen exclusively told Express Sport. He will still be able to compete. If you stuck him in a Mercedes or Ferrari now, he could do well in the championship. Next news: Max Verstappen reveals what he really thinks of breaking Sebastian Vettel F1 title record. Verstappen has made a strong start to the new season by finishing 3rd and 4th at the Australian and Bahrain Grands Prix respectively. And this year he will be looking to build on those performances as Red Bull seek to end the dominance Mercedes have enjoyed in the sport. At 21, has the opportunity to become F1's youngest ever title winner in either of the next 2 campaigns. Vettel currently possesses that record, having won the 2010 World Drivers' Championship with Red Bull aged 23 years and 134 days. Fans from all over the planet will be desperate to see Verstappen deliver on the immense promise he has shown to date. The Dutchman, however, insists he will not be flustered if he fails to snatch the accolade from his grasp. "I know the situation, but I will not lose sleep if it doesn't happen," Verstappen told Finnish newspaper. "If I do not succeed in these next 2 years, then I would just try again the next season." Red Bull are now partnered with Honda, having ditched previous engine supplier Renault due to reliability issues. Expert Tony Jardine reckons Verstappen is relying on Honda delivering the goods as he seeks to become the sport's youngster ever champion. Only if Honda have really done their work and they've got an engine that will give him the power he needs and the reliability he needs, Jardine exclusively told Express Sport, when asked if Verstappen can break Vettel's record. "Now Honda have improved this year. We've all been watching Toro Rosso very, very carefully. I think from Red Bull's perspective it's fantastic because they're getting a works engine. Before they were just a customer for Renault and obviously they had massive issues, which is ironic because that's where Ricciardo's going. But at the same time I think it's all just down to Honda. Aerodynamically and therefore handling wise, the Red Bull has been the car again to watch this year, it just lacked the grunt. So, Verstappen can do it if Honda step up to the plate." Next news: Max Verstappen promised upgrades by Red Bull chief, but there is a catch. However, the 21-year-old must wait up to a month before his car will be fully prepared to fight at the front of the grid. Verstappen has been impressive in the opening 2 races, finishing 3rd in Australia and 4th in Bahrain. The Dutchman has often complained about the speed of his RB15. Red Bull chief Helmut Marko has promised that upgrades are close to completion. But they will not be fully implemented for next weekend's Chinese Grand Prix, with the likely date being a fortnight later on Sunday, May 12th. There will be no new car, Marko told Formula One. "We have an aerodynamic problem. That is in the chassis. The solution is not a matter of doing it in a week. The first package of updates is coming in China next week. Only in Spain will the necessary aerodynamic adjustments be made." Verstappen has voiced his frustration at not being able to challenge the race leaders this term. "We just didn't have the speed so we couldn't really attack," he said. "It can happen sometimes that things don't go well, as long as we know where the problem is. We are 3rd in the championship and so is Red Bull. We are trying to lose as few points as possible and getting the car under control quickly." Thank you for watching the video. Be sure to share and subscribe to your channel to get the latest sports news around the world. Wished health and success. Goodbye.